Well, guys, what's going on tonight, guys? How you doing tonight? Southern guy here. Welcome to the official WWE Royal Rumble 2017 results and review for tonight's WWE Royal Rumble that took place live on the WWE Network. I just got done watching the Rumble. Pretty good Rumble tonight. No big surprise entrance besides the Perfect 10 himself. There wasn't really no big entrance. No Rey Mysterio. No Rey Mysterio, as they were talking about Rey Mysterio to be in the Royal Rumble. Make his return to WWE. No Rey Mysterio. We saw a bunch of people in the ranch. Braun Strowman. Everybody you could think of. And Roman Reigns lost tonight. He advanced in the Royal Rumble match. So we saw Roman Reigns in the Royal Rumble match coming out towards the end. Undertaker was towards the end. And Goldberg and Brock Lesnar were all towards the end. Entered the Royal Rumble match towards the end. We're going to get into in-depth and all that. We're going to talk about the pre-show. As always, we get in-depth to the pre-show. We talk about the pre-show first. But we're going to get into this. Let's talk about the pre-show match. Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi and Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, and Naomi versus Alexa Bliss, Natalya, and Mickie James. We saw Nikki Bella and Natalya start the match. Natalya boxed John Cena, resulting in a slap for the Bella. Natalya tagged him Bliss into the match, and she started trading holds with Nikki. Naomi tags in Nikki. Floors Alexa with a knee to the head. Naomi and Nikki hit center drop kicks. Natalya tags in. Natalya tags back in and goes in for a suplex on Naomi, but couldn't get her up, resulting in all 6 women coming in and the babyface is getting a huge suplex on all 3 of the heels. Becky and Nikki Bella Nikki hit a baseball slide on Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, and Natalya. And then Naomi leaps over top rope onto them as we head to the commercial. We're back for commercial. We go back live with Alexa Bliss beating Becky Lynch in the corner. Bliss chokes her on the top rope, and then we forces the referee to pull her off. The traction, which allows Mickie James to kick Becky as she lays her on the middle rope. Natalya tags in, and Becky, who responds with a quick roll-up attempt. Natalya applies a headlock, but Lynch in the middle of the ring. The heels work over Becky Lynch. To try to tag, and Naomi pulls her off the apron. And Lynch gets a tag to Naomi. It hits a spinny crossbody on Bliss for a double drop kick to knock Mickie and Natalya off the apron. Naomi attacks Bliss with a jumping kicks and then into Guri with a jawbreaker. Becky clears the heels from the ring, and Naomi hits a split-legged moonsault on Alexa Bliss to pick up the win. Winners were Naomi, Becky Lynch, and Nikki Bella. Afterwards, the women got in the ring and depth look between the feuds between Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns. We get a cutback in an interview with Kevin Owens who talks about, let's move on. I don't got a whole lot of time. We're back to the panel with Jerry the King Lawler. Talks about the shark cage and said he was once into no panic. Booker T says that he doesn't think Kevin Owens can handle Roman Reigns one-on-one situation. This was tonight's. Lawler agrees with Booker. Simply Michael says that Jericho being out of the picture is Owens' chance to prove himself. WWE Tag Team Championship match with 2 referees, Cesaro and Sheamus, defending against the club. Cesaro busted up. Also, we're going to get into this. Let's move on. We crown new tag team champions tonight on the pre-show, on the kickoff show. Winners and new tag team champions. The club defeated Sheamus and Cesaro, the two men were in the Royal Rumble match tonight, and they had an argument. Austin Aries has joined the panel. We're talking about the Cruiserweight Division. Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. Nia Jax defeats Sasha Banks with a pop-up Samoa drop for the win. Nia Jax defeats Sasha Banks with a kickoff show. And the 30th anniversary Royal Rumble begins with an impressive fireworks display and in the huge Alabama Dome in San Antonio, Texas. Bayley is out first, hoping to win the Women's Championship. Next out comes Charlotte Flair. WWE Women's Championship, Charlotte versus Bayley. In this match, Charlotte sneaks behind Bayley and hits her with the natural selection and gets the win. Winner Charlotte retains the Women's Championship over Bayley tonight, making it that 16 matches unbeaten on pay-per-view for the champion Charlotte. After a few advancements, the shark cage begins to lower into the ring, and we are known that means sexy time. WWE Universal Championship match: Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns. In this match, we saw Braun Strowman come down to try to help, but in the end, Kevin Owens, Strowman brings Roman into the ring and hits the running power slam through the table in the corner. The fans are loving every second of this. Owens covers Roman Reigns and retains the Universal Championship. The WWE Universal Championship. Winner Kevin Owens defeats Roman Reigns and retains the title. After the match, Jericho is lowered and celebrates with his best friend. I think far more is the same. Might see Roman Reigns interfere with Braun Strowman tonight. Later on tonight, we get a commercial. We get a commercial for KFC. Then we get a cutback to the ring side, announcing the Universal Championship match. We get a video of the rules for the Royal Rumble and some impressive facts. We are backstage with Stephanie McMahon, Mick Foley. She says to him that the shark cage doesn't really active for results. Then Shane and Daniel Bryan walk in. The Royal Rumble Lotto tumbler is in the office of Shane. Starts spinning it. Sami Zayn walks in and says that he wants to pick his number, so he doesn't. So he does before he opens it. Dean Ambrose walks in, and then he picks his baseball and takes Zayn's ball because he's nervous and that he will enter the Royal Rumble at number 8. Ambrose doesn't open his and says he will save the surprise. He says that he is going to nap until Daniel Bryan to wait him when his music hits. The Cruiserweight Championship match, Rick Swann versus Neville. In this match, winner and new Cruiserweight Champion, Neville, defeats Rick Swann to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. The bell rings and then Neville holds on to the submission for several seconds before letting go. Neville then takes his throne for the Cruiserweight division. Next up, we get a SmackDown WWE Championship action. AJ Styles is out first for one of the anniversary of his WWE debut. Not a bad one. WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. AJ Styles versus John Cena. In the match, Cena ducks for a punch, and AJ hits two shoulder blocks, and then locks in for a side release powerbomb, but Styles reverses it into a Hurricanrana. AJ runs off the ropes and hits Cena with a forearm. Cena catches AJ by surprise with a side release powerbomb, then locks in for the 5-knuckle shuffle. But AJ rolls out, and after that, a series of reversals hits him with a German suplex, then a wheelbarrow face busting. AJ looks to clash in, but Cena drops him down and captures him with a ring post. Cena hits a diamond cutter. The Cena for a few count record. Cena lifts AJ up on the top rope and puts him on his shoulders to deliver AA off the top rope, but AJ kicks him off. The fans are going nuts. Cena cannot believe how. Finally, we get it. Finally, Cena hits an AA, but holds on and lifts AJ up and hits another AA. Winner and new WWE World Champion John Cena ties Ric Flair at 16 World Title rings. This isn't the fan booing. This isn't the fan in the building booing. Everyone's on their feet cheering and applauding for the crease match. John Cena is on his knees. Charles Robinson attempts to give him the belt, but Cena can't believe it. He ties Flair's record and looks like he might be crying. He's a huge Charles before lifting him up high. Cena bows to the fans and climbs over the barricade, and to celebrate with a fan, he gives a Make-A-Wish boy the belt and takes a photo with him. We get a highlights from the NXT TakeOver, Seth Rollins evading, calling out Triple H. Then we get a Facebook Live interview with Triple H. Jerry Akeem Lawler comes out. 30-man Royal Rumble match, the main event of the Royal Rumble. The first entry making his debut was Big Cass. The second entry was Chris Jericho. The bell rings. Jericho squares off with Big Cass, slapping him in the face. Then Cass responds by punching Jericho in the corner. They splash him twice. Cass hits a big body splash to the corner. Slam on Jericho, and then the Empire elbow. But Y2J moves out of the way. Jericho locks in that plot. Balls to Jericho and announces he makes fun of him using a submission. Cass then throws Jericho off and hits a big boot as the clock counts down. Next Kalisto comes out next. Mojo Rawlings is out next. So Big Cass forcing him in the corner, slaps him in the chest. He lifts his Mojo up, trying to throw him out of the ring, but Jericho comes over and helps Mojo, trying to throw out Big Cass. Jericho broke the world record for the longest time in the Royal Rumble with over 4 hours. Out next is Jack Gallagher with his umbrella. He attacks Raleigh with the umbrella, then Kalisto, but Jericho clobbers him from behind. Jericho kicks the gentleman and then lifts him, slams him. Jericho taunts the crowd, allowing Jack to slide the umbrella between his legs and hit him with a low blow. He then opens the umbrella and spins it around between Jericho's legs. Kalisto sits the top turnbuckle. The Big Cass. The hometown hero, homeboy Mark Henry, comes out. The world's strongest man runs into a splash over Gallagher, headbutts him, and then throwing him over the top rope outside. Mark Henry headbutts multiple times, appears on the top rope. The umbrella, Jack Gallagher. Mark Henry limits yelling Jack Gallagher. and throws him over the top rope for elimination.